So here we are filming a video that I said I was gonna make a couple months ago. Okay. So first thing, I hate making intros. Y'all know that, so I'm gonna just start talking. I guess I'm also supposed to tell you to like, comment, and subscribe. So like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you're not subscribed, because we're almost at 1,000 and you know what that means. So yeah, so subscribe if you're not. Yeah, so if you don't know me, my name is Britt. Oh God, I hate talking about myself. Okay, so anyways, yeah, if you're new or you don't know me, my name is Brittany. I live in Dallas. I'm a full-time, that's right, full-time now. What is it? What do I do? I'm a full-time freelance content creator, mostly basketball, in Dallas. And I've been doing it for not even 2 years yet, about 1.5 years. It'll be 2 years this summer. So pretty crazy. Okay, so I have my little notes here for you guys. And yeah, basically this video is just all about how to grow your brand, how to grow on social media, how to get followers on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. These are the questions that you guys literally ask me so much all the time, every day. When I do questions, when I don't do questions, I'm getting tons of DMs on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that. So I'm gonna tell you almost everything I know, and things that I wish I would have known, things that helped me, and things that I think will help you grow your brands in 2021. One of my biggest goals for this year one of my biggest goals for this year is to just be a resource and to give back and answer questions as much as possible and help other people grow their brands to be better, stronger, and just way better than mine. Like, I'm all for it. Okay, so my first tip is to be consistent. You have to be consistent when you're first starting off. I think when I first started off, I was posting maybe 3 to 4 times a week. And a lot of you guys are doing that and more, which is great, but we'll get into later what you're posting, how you're posting, and kind of like your strategy behind it. But you definitely want to be consistent. When someone is deciding whether or not they're going to follow you, it's a split-second decision. So if you look at someone's page and they're not posting and it's not consistent, especially when it's a brand or it's someone you really don't know, it's going to be a quick like, yes, I want to follow this, or no, I don't. And what people are going to look at is, are you posting? Like, people probably aren't gonna follow you if your last post was 3 or 4 months ago, you know what I mean? So you always want to have your page like looking good and consistent, and finding out what consistent means to you. Like, when you're first starting off, it's probably going to be more frequently. Now that I've kind of have my brand built up, I don't put so much stress as to posting on my feed. I use my story a lot more, and I probably do a feed post maybe once a week, twice a week if there's a big game or something like that. But for sure, now that I kind of am in a groove, once a week. When I was first starting off, it was easily 3 to 4 times a week, and I was kind of like planning and like pre-scheduling my post to do it automatically for me, so I knew that something was always going up at least 3 to 4 times a week. But tip number 1, be consistent. Okay, tip number 2, this is probably, yeah, this might be one of the biggest pointers I can give you guys. Use the swipe through post. And when I first started off, I hated the swipe through post. I hated looking at my feed, seeing the white little square at the top. But I got over that, because using the swipe through post will get you so many more eyes on your page, will get you a lot more followers, increase your engagement. It's honestly the best thing possible. And I hated it at first, but now I rarely ever don't use the swipe through post, and here's why. First of all, you don't want to waste an entire post on like one picture or one person. Unless Wade is committing to Texas A&M, then you want to, like, you know what I mean, he deserves that, and that got me probably my second most likes in 2020. The more people that you put in a swipe post and tag, the more people are going to share it. That's just my opinion. The second reason why that's important is because y'all may not know this, but if I'm scrolling on Instagram, and let's say I have 10 pictures in one post, right? I scroll, I get to number 3 and I'm tapping out. I don't want to see anymore, and I'm scrolling up. Let's say I go do something else and I come back to my phone, right? where you left off is gonna pop up again at the top. So whatever post you stopped on, that next one is gonna come up. So, okay, I saw the first 3, I went and did something, I came back, I see it again, ooh, pictures 4, 5, 6, okay, I'm done, I don't wanna see anymore, scroll down. Then I go take a shower, I come back, well, there's still, 4 more pictures you haven't seen. So maybe by the 4th post, I'm gonna like it, I might comment, I might share it. So I don't really know what that trend is called, but it definitely works, and it will pop up again the more pictures that you put on a post. So that's why I normally do like 10, which is a lot, but it's worth it. Okay, so tip number 3 is all about aesthetic, and I feel like it's a word that's thrown around so much, but it's so important. And it's basically just the theme of your page, the vibe. Are your pictures dark? Are they light? Do they have like a matte look? What are your captions like? I feel like it's just the whole like vibe of your page. You know what I mean? What's your bio like? I look at Pinterest all the time. You can just type in Instagram aesthetics, and you can get so much inspiration from that and kind of just make your own. And it's basically like when someone goes to your page and they scroll, it should just flow and be pretty and look good and represent you and your brand, but it's so important. So for me to achieve that, I edit all of my pictures the same way. I have kind of like a series of presets that I use for all my pictures that I'll tweak a little bit, but it's just very bright, bold colors, lots of personality, and I don't put like 2 graphics next to each other. I'll do like graphic, picture, graphic, so when it flows, it's just not a lot of words all together and all of that stuff. So definitely have an aesthetic for your brand. Okay, tip number 4 is put effort into your Instagram stories. If you're posting like your photography pictures or sports pictures or pictures from a game, don't just come home and rush and just throw pictures on your story for people to like, you know, just tag it and share it to their story. That definitely is the goal. You want people to share it, but you also want it to look good. So when they come to your page, they'll again see your aesthetic, see that you're posting consistently, that you're putting effort into your stories, and follow. The biggest key I can give you about stories, don't make it messy, and you don't want to like overpost. You want people to like keep tapping and you don't want to make it too long, because when you are telling a story and you are posting, people are going to tap out. So you want to put the most important information in your best pictures again at the beginning, because if you notice the views at the bottom, it goes, there'll be a lot, and then it'll be smaller and smaller and smaller at the end of the 24 hours. And that's because people get bored. Their attention span is short and they tap out. So when you do your stories, don't overdo it. You know, answer the best questions at the beginning. You don't want it to be too long because it can get very intimidating and very messy. So, but put effort into it. Like, there are tons of apps where you can do collages and cool things to get people interested. Don't just like upload straight, you know, from your phone and tag someone. Use cool fonts, you know what I mean? Like, find something that's unique and special to you and your brand, or that you like, or you know, something that people can look forward to when they come to your page. But I hate when people just like throw random pictures up there and tag someone to share it really quick. Like, put effort into your stories, because trust me, it goes a very long way. Tip number 5, and this one is huge. Instagram is an engagement app. It's a social media app. It's for you to be social. A lot of people want followers, but it's like, you have to like talk to people. You have to engage with people and message people, especially when you're first starting off and you don't have that many people in your inbox. Like, comment, message, like send posts to people, engage with people. If you see something you like, slide up on someone's story, you know, tell someone good luck when they have a game or something like that, and just try to like engage with people. And the more that you engage with people, the more that they're gonna see your content. Once you have conversations back and forth with people, Instagram is gonna push your content on their page higher up on their story, higher up on their feed. So it's really all about like messaging with people, engaging with people. Don't just like leave a heart, but leave like an actual comment. Leave something, you know, thought-provoking or something like that, that's gonna get like a reply, not just like a heart or something like that. But definitely engage. So tip number 6 is all about audience. You have to know your audience. You have to know the analytics of your audience. You have to not only engage with them, but know what they like. And this was the biggest thing I had to learn early on, is that it's not so much about what I like, it's about what you guys want, what you guys want to see. And when you're growing your brand and when you're growing an audience, yes, a lot of it is about you and your preference, but you have to understand what people like, what they want to see, and kind of what works both ways, you know what I mean? So for me, my audience is 60% male to 40% female, with the most age group, I think I want to say it's like between 18 and 24, something like that. So I appeal to that audience while understanding that I do have a large female audience that I want to reach and grow, so that that 60 to 40 evens out a little bit better. So when finding out what the audience wants and what they like, you know, sometimes I'll be like, oh my God, this is so cool, everyone's gonna love this, and then it'll do terrible, it won't get any shares, any likes, any saves, and I won't do it again. Then I might try something else and everyone loves it, and I'm like, okay, I get the vibe, I know what you guys like, I'm gonna do more of. When I was first starting out in the beginning, I would edit pictures maybe 3 or 4 different ways, and I'd put a side-by-side poll on the story and be like, which one do you guys like better? And just kind of see what you guys like, what I like, and just kind of find a happy medium. Because obviously you want to create stuff that you like, but again, when you're growing an audience, it's not always about what you want, but it's what the people want. So with that, just knowing your audience and knowing the analytics behind your audience, it's right in the Instagram app. So I always find good times to post, and good times when I know my audience is on their app. Like for me, I probably don't post anything big or on my feed between the hours of maybe I'd probably say 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. A lot of my audience is in high school or in college and things like that, so I don't want to post when they're in class, you know? I post after practice, because then I know a lot of you guys are athletes or coaches and things like that, so I post, you know, late at night or in the evening. I also don't post on Tuesdays or Fridays because that's game day, and a lot of you guys have games, a lot of you guys are like traveling and things like that. I don't post on Saturdays. Sunday's a really good day for me, but it just depends on your audience. Those are good times and days for me, but those might be great times for you and your audience and what you're trying to do. So it really all just kind of depends, but I hate when people like make a video announcement or things like that, and I'm like, dude, your audience is in practice right now, no one's gonna see that, or they're in a game or something like that. So just kind of play around with the times to kind of see, but the analytics are huge and they don't lie. Number 8, I would say, be different. Don't be afraid to try new things, especially in the sports world. This whole thing or movement is becoming very oversaturated. There's not a lot of just new, fresh ideas. Everyone copies each other. So don't be afraid to try new things and be different. I know for me, I edit my pictures very just bright and bold with a little bit of like matte, because I feel like a lot of people do high contrast, so I kind of like lower mine, and I just like to do different things. I know for Duncanville, I take the red out completely. Well, not completely, but I turn the saturation down. I make the blue a little bit lighter. You know what I mean? I like to play with the colors. Like for Lancaster, I make their orange, I change it to like a more like neon color, same with DeSoto. So for me, I really like to play with the colors because I don't really see a lot of other people doing that. So you can't be afraid to like try your own thing and just make it your own, just so you can like stand out and be different. Like you can't be afraid to just try new things. And the same like with everyone's name, I feel like everyone has like a shot by whatever or something like that. So just be different, even like with your name and your branding and your watermark. Just go for it and just be different is the best advice I can. Number 9, do a lot with the little. When I was first starting off and I had 300 followers, I was very loyal to those 300 followers. I gave them my best work. I treated those 300 followers like I had 300,000 followers. The 6,000 followers that I have now, I treat them like I have 6 million followers now. And you have to do a lot with the little now before you get going, before you get 1,000. So just because you don't have that many followers now, like, it's coming, but you have to do a lot with the little and make great content for the people that are following you now before you get this huge amount. Tip number 10 is like, just be cool, but be yourself. Don't spam people. Don't ask for like shout outs. Don't message like, you know, some 5-star athlete that you really don't even know to like post your pictures or like do this. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know how many times players will be like, someone asked me for a shout out and I didn't know who they were, or like someone told me like post this, and then they're gonna like feel guilty, or they're not gonna do it, or they're gonna unfollow you. So just like be cool, be yourself, and go with the flow, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. I've never asked anyone for a shout out or to like follow me back or things like that. When it happens organically, that's the best way to do it, but you don't want to just like overdo it. People are gonna get annoyed by like seeing your stuff all the time if it's just like too much, you know what I mean? So just like be cool. Captions. I remember when I was first starting off, I would try to like Google some lyrics or quotes and things like that, and it's really not necessary. Like now my captions are just so simple, or an emoji or 1 or 2 words or things like that, or something about the game. Like you don't need some motivational caption for it to be good, you know what I mean? Like just keep it simple. Less is more. That's literally my motto now. It's like less is more. You don't need some like super like, I don't even know. My captions used to be so dumb when I first started. Okay, the last tip that I'm gonna give you is just put your best work out there. I know you're trying to like get your work out there, but if it's not like your best, don't post it. And a lot of you guys are like, oh my God, all your pictures are always good. No, they're not. I just don't post my bad ones. There are some games, like our last game at Waco Midway, I did not post or send out a single picture. It wasn't my best work. I didn't like it. It might be good to you guys, it might be good to the boys, but if I don't like it and it's not my best work, I don't want my name out there on anything that's not perfect, that's not like amazing. So that's why I say pick your 10 best pictures and go with those and work with those, and then maybe put your next batch into your stories or things like that. But don't overdo it. Put your best work out there. Take a lot of pride and hard work in your story, in your feed, in your highlight covers. Take advantage of like all of that stuff, your bio, and just be super, super professional and turn your hobby into a full-time job like I did. And you can't skip steps. You can't skip steps. You can't go from first starting off to all of these followers to making merch and things like that. Enjoy the process of being bad. Like when I loved being bad because like that's how I got better. Like I would take pictures and they would suck. They would be so bad, but that inspired me and motivated me to be better and watch videos. And I was reading books and I was messaging people and I was figuring out how to do this. I was staying up so late, I was grinding, I was going to like every game I could. Any opportunity I had to get better, I was taking advantage of it. But you can't just like skip, you know what I mean? You can't skip steps. You have to get better and enjoy being bad. It's only gonna push you and help you and make you get to where you wanna go. So, I hope this video helped. I'm sorry if it's long and kind of all over the place, but these are things that I think really helped me. So if you have like any other questions, just hit me up, message me. It may take me a week or 2 to get back to you, but I promise I will get back to you. It's just pretty crazy life right now, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was so requested, like, bro, y'all don't even know how much it was requested. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. It's game day, so I'm about to head over to the gym with my Diva boys, and we got some cool stuff planned. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a great day. We're gonna have so much fun. But subscribe and comment and like, because I'm supposed to say that, but really like, subscribe. I'll love you forever if you subscribe. But I'll see you guys on my next video. Okay, bye.